Onivia League of Legends highlights.
Welcome in Friday. This will be a long day. First game of the day, FPX versus RNG. This should be fast. Game one.
But the Zin's out there with a Renekton there should be enough. A much more aggressive competition.
And later into the Raptor. Okay, by the way, this is B1 worthy now.
Here on Renekton. It's the LPL Classic is Doctum in big trouble. Ignited and taken down. Easiest first blood RNG have had all year.
Shinsao, who normally runs the early game.
Yep, that bot lane prio. The fact that Doctum, his flash just coming up now.
Oh, good knockup.
Up onto LWX, but it's traded back onto Doctum there by Ming. Ming should be able to dash out. Life almost goes down there. LWX, great damage as Wei can now move into the play. Milky Way will be focused down here, but flashes to safety himself. Wei follows it. The Crescent Guard keeps Milky Way alive, but now Wei doesn't quite have the damage.
Ignites!
Oh, the W for the Ignite! It's enough! And Ming takes down Milky Way.
Oh, get that right now with Karma starting to roam out. This important care has been winning the early laning phase. You expect that from Karma. Is that going to lead to a winning fight, though?
We might just have a scrap here. Life is level 6 on the Ornn, and the horn sounds. Railgun across the team. Knockups are good as well, but Milky Way is down once again. Knockup is there onto Way. Maybe they could trade. Jungle is here, and Life flashes for his life. Gets a heal out from the center of the Charm Lands, and Ming chases onto Doctum as well. Tanguing gets the reset, and it's a double for LWX.
What is happening with FPX's decision-making? They're going into Hell's Mouth. Play towards bot side. Look how many red wards there are on the bot side of the map. This is why FPX left this side, but it means that Life is probably going to die in the turret. No ult just yet.
The root lands from LWX.
Oh
It's
no!
Life and Care TP'd in as well. Why? Why?
It's a care package. He just teleports in and he gives a free set of gold over. Breathe, however, returning to favor on top side.
What are we doing? Why are we... Okay, well, neither team really understanding the definition of the term weaken as well. So the big advantage right now for RNG is the two Drakes. Chemsol, not ideal for them, but still.
Yeah, drop against this mid lane. We're going to get a counter engage off the bounce. No, 6 grubs going to kill the mid turret straight up. Wow.
Oh. Wait, I wasn't sure if he was going to be in trouble in that play. Now getting charmed in River. I don't know, maybe his W was on cooldown, I'm not sure. Smite comes through from Milky Way, grabs his red buff, spots the clone as well, dashes on in for more. The route onto Way is there. I don't know if they finish the kill. Milky Way's desperate to do it.
The snipe!
Life snipes him with the horn, and Milky Way gets onto the scoreboard a little bit here. FPX finally finding themselves a fight. Suddenly, out of nowhere, they grab themselves 3.
This was what RNG was supposed to be showing us what they can do. Oh god. None of that center ults on them either. So the FPX missing some key crucial tools to teamfight with RNG.
And the fact that FPX managing to find themselves that fight off the back of RNG, who are starting yet another one. Spirish used by Tanguy. They're looking for life. The W denies a little bit, but not enough. Now WX grabs his 6th kill of the game. It's not cheese, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. It was a YouTube video, very educational, worth watching. Speaking of educational, FPX want to educate Breathe on positioning, but Breathe is, turns out he's the teacher after all. Ming has to dash away to safety. Health bar still pretty healthy aside from Doctum, and Breathe just 1v1s him. The teacher has brought class into session, and in the meantime, the other top laner goes down. It's a disaster for FPX, and LWX survives on the back line. Milky Way versus the world, and the world is just too heavy this time around. Care flashes to safety, but he just doesn't have the damage to do anything. The Q comes on through. That was so close to disaster.
It is kind of disaster. They would really be expected to walk away with this one, but RNG are comprehensively putting them to the sword. This should go down with the on-hit first, burning it down, but there are teleports. How many can they get when they retreat?
Way gets the flash over the wall. Breathe is going to go down. LWX is going to go down. This maybe is it for FPX, in fact. 2 kills. Both of them onto Xiaolao, who they can't find anything.
Sunday's on top of your AD carry. That tends to be a lost team fight. And the other side of it, I really think that Xiaolao, who does a good job of turning things around at the back of this and getting good damage onto LWX. And Ming as well. But Life can't quite finish that. Ming, as we speak of it, gonna die.
That is not the time to get caught out, Ming. A bit disrespectful, you know Drake's coming up.
It would make me feel kind of like upset in some way too, because I actually do want FPX to be one of the top teams. Losing games in this kind of fashion, it's not a good look for them.
After how this first one's going down.
Yeah, and maybe the play changes a little bit too, because I think a lot of this game ended up being much more difficult because of the
kind of late game value that you get out of Ornn's passive.
You can see that actually, you know, there is some XP given over because effectively he's getting the same amount of XP as maybe.
Like, we all know that it's an Ornn upgrade on the item. Does it need a name? I'm not too worried about it.
Sometimes it can be fun. Less fun is Life taking all of his high HP. He's just going to die for free.
Oh, this is a disaster for the side of FPX. They've just walked into their own demise. Life still surviving. Milky Way as well. Maybe they can turn this one around. Care still going to Shala, who gets into the mix, but it's just not tanky enough. Or maybe he is with those shields coming through. Breathe finds the all out and cleans things up. Breathe, he's had a pretty decent split. He's been the highlight for RNG. The idea of going in, remember that Rakan engage followed up by a Wukong is devastating.
And also Tanyuan following up with a Magi's with the Death Cap as well. So strong. Flashed away from the Varasals.
That's Doctum's flash. That's huge. That's such a big cooldown. Care doesn't have a flash either.
All the damage.
Just annihilate the top laner. Good all comes out from Life. Good combo to CC up LWX, but nobody can follow up whatsoever. Milky Way goes down on the backside. Doctum's still going. Maybe Life can tank for the carries, but I don't think so. Double for LWX and RNG. I guess Royal never gave up after all.
There are no
stars. To be useful as Renekton, but there's so little follow-up from the rest of the team. There's so little damage coming out. This is something we mentioned in the draft as well. Is fairly low damage composition from FPX.
And also on the other side of it too, Jack Show Terminus, when you get to this kind of build for the Varus, how do you get through even the Varus? The Varus is a half tank now at this point, by the way. He's going to keep healing through you as well. Even if you reach those choice targets. There's a Banshee, there's an assassination!
Oh, Tanyuan! Where has that been? All split long. This is more like it, RNG. Goes in for another chance to quite find the bonus target, but it doesn't matter. He's done his work. 3-0-13 on the Ahri, and this will be a triple in him.
I dare you to say Ahri's not an assassin. She's back, and she has damage. RNG are back, and they have damage.
Doctum getting caught once again. A tough game for him on the center. The Baroned Up Cannons will end this, and RNG want one last fight before the Nexus falls. Shala who falls. Life will fall as well. And RNG, this has been clean. Another double for Breathe, who's looked fantastic in this game. LWX
really struggled to play.
Okay, game 2 time.
Close to walls.
FPX versus
RNG.
RNG.
Well, that's a Poppy wall stun. You want to
Let's
dash
go.
over it? Well, that's a Poppy anti-dash. Life does lock in the last click Blitzcrank, and I'm not exactly sure.
I think Shala, who should be okay, has that all out, but maybe they can go for a dive here. Stun doesn't land against the wall. The knock is there. Gold card is there as well. This steadfast presence, I was wrong. It's absolutely a kill angle. Breathe with first blood.
No one moving topside from FPX to save their top laner. It is a huge amount of plates going to go to the side of Breathe and RNG. Yes, it's traded for a dragon and potential some breathing room for Doctam and Life, but Breathe is have a better game than that one. At least in this time, stops Way from stealing up red buff on the top side, means that Milky Way will get his hands on it. He's getting himself pretty far ahead. Wow,
okay, that's just a kill onto Big, right? Like, easiest kill of Doctum's life there. The bailout comes through. LWX wants the 2v1, and he might just win it as well. Doctum trying to trade it back. LWX flashes forward, gets knocked up, but he's got the damage to take down Doctum, and Life doesn't stand a chance. Gets the E in. WQ. No, the W. Whenever you see Way, slam to it.
If you can start chunking him out so he can't be on the map, it is quite important. Way would have to go back towards camp to get some life steal. Starts up for a cross map as well. Teleport potential towards bot side too if they wanted to.
That teleport is going to be channeled, but Ming's already gone down, and they're out of there. Tanyuan trying to find a punish here. Milky Way could be the target. Spiraling Despair is a lot of damage. Doctum goes on forwards. LWX, the target here. Milky Way back in, and that's the burst that they needed. Tanyuan, next target, gets the fear to keep himself safe. Doctum looks for a little bit more. Life has hook available, you'd think. There's ultimate still available for Way. Cancelled that channel. We move back in once again. The hook comes on through. But again, onto Way. We mentioned it before. Poppy is not the target you want.
CC walks into the brush and doesn't see it.
Oh, an uncharacteristic fumble there from Milky Way.
Ward around the corner, but sadly, that ward was just blocked out by that corner of the wall. Lockdown walking into Ming. He's potentially in trouble again. LPX, he still has flash. He can still play around this fight. FPX needs to be a little careful here. Walking forward, trying to pick on Ming. That's fine, but if LPX comes to play, he needs to be really, really respectful.
Between the solo laners, as life continues to fish for hooks, Ming
he
continues
hits
to be the target. And that'll be the third death this game for Ming, and all three of them off for the back of life's grabs.
In Blitzcrank we trust. See how many more of them he can get breathed. Is he going to get teleported? He is. He doesn't have a cleanse or anything. He has a turret to fall back to, but here comes Milky Way as well. Can Way save him?
Uses the ghost to try and get out. Gold card there to try and get Milky Way, but the kickback is there. Care should be able to find the stun. The buffer is there. Tibbers is in, and Care grabs his first of the game. And now Way wants the reinforcements. He needs reinforcements all of a sudden. Hooked back in. Milky Way dives forward. Way forced to flash. That's Tower in the bottom lane.
While this is happening, RNG are pushing the other two lanes. LWX pushing in mid, and you have Breathe pushing in top lane, but it is against the 6 rub buff. You have the double might spawning. It's one of these things which changes the way that your macro happens too. If you give up that, it's so much harder to cross map.
The terrifying Blitzcrank flank. I'm not sure that's going to work for your life. There's a hostile takeover as well. Big time. I mean, what did he expect, man?
But they also need to be very, very careful of the split push. I think they can win a 5v5 if it comes to it right now, especially with Care. It's happened so much that now we see Shallow behind a farm, we see Care behind a farm, but they're trying to make up for it in big plays, but even then they're not quite making it right now.
Flash available, Tibbers comes in, that's the CC chain with the all-out as well. An easy pick for FPX, and like you say, finding that side lane pick.
This is the gambit which FPX are playing.
Way needs to move in. That Poppy ultimate could be everything. Care behind enemy lines. He doesn't actually have Tibbers, doesn't have flash available either. I'm not sure what he can achieve.
Oh, we might be flipping this, folks.
Oh boy, here we go. Way looking for that ultimate, see what he can do with it. Life's
He's
just gone, and he gets the Baron as well. RNG, they want to make this upset happen, but FPX not going down without a fight here. Spiraling Disparate, Milky Way forces him back. Procs, but doesn't quite hit the whole team. Shallahu now on the front line, trying to buffer for his team, trying to be that protector. He goes down to LWX. Are we going to use the Twist Fatal? No, just goes to the mid lane. And FPX walk away wounded without Baron.
Oh, it feels like it's less of FunPlus Phoenix and more like FlipPlus Phoenix after that one. But you really don't want to flip when RNG is in the other team's favor. You've got Breeze now on the map, pushing another wave. FPX, that was the gambit they made, the gamble. They have to try and get kills now before the Baron buff kills them.
Life's going for it. He's on to LWX. There's no follow-up. Okay, there's the follow-up. Bailout ain't enough. And it's a kill into the pocket of Doctum here. Way, next target on the chopping block. He's low on mana, and in the meantime, Ming's going down on the top side. Doctum dives over the wall to take him down. And FPX finally answer. But in the meantime, oh, look at the towers.
This is exactly the problem. FPX are trying to win with overloaded fights, but they can't deal with the split push. They are getting pushed in multiple lanes, but it is oh so important that they take away some Baron buffs and stop RNG just being able to corral FPX back into their base and force them to defend a lot of different in-hit towers at once. So this comes after the play on bot side. Twist and Face not here, you're in a 5v4, but you're still just straight flipping it. Life is not tanky. He's looking to find out LWX with a hook there. He can't really hook in Way, and Way gets into the pit and gets the steal. Prince of Thieves on this one. And then after this point, it is just trying to pick up the pieces from FPX.
I didn't see it on live, but Way just completely whiffed his ultimate earlier on as well. So a bit of redemption there. This is going to be an in-him taken by Way without ever going near the tower.
Oh my god, that's such a flex to stand here. It's like, well, this is what I got before.
Oh,
no, he woke up at the wrong point!
He wasn't far enough away, or maybe he was. Way actually gets away with this one. Surely not Shallahu there to punish, but the steadfast presence and the bailout as well. RNG saved their jungler. Inhibitor secured, and maybe the upset secured as well.
He's just playing like an executive. He delegates the task of killing the tower to his minions, and then he gets a bailout, a corporate bailout to save the executive. He's alive, and he'll be walking with a Baron buff to potentially take down FPX need 2-0.
Call it a subprime mortgage. He's still managed to get out with his own fortune here. Doctor, big damage. hooked in and diving forwards. Dogdom's taking things into his own hands, but he just doesn't have the damage to make it happen. 1 for 1 here as Milky Way looks for a little bit more as well. Health bar's low for RNG, but the Q goes wide. Life maybe can find
Baron. After they so graciously gifted over to RNG on the other side. This could be a kill. Remember, again, big damage from Milky Way.
But Breathe flashes away and waves in the brush as well. The kick is huge, but not huge enough, and Breathe still survives. Life now being chased down, but Shala, who's here as well, and the hook comes up through Breathe. Way oversteps the mark, but Tang Yuan answers it anyway.
I love how when you're playing not just in the middle of the map, but you're playing towards like the inner turrets, you've got so much quicker teleports.
Dogdom's gone top, that means Breathe can go mid, and it means that Care is caught. It means that RNG found their window. Go card locked in, and Xiaolao, who he's found an all out, but I don't think there's a way out in this one. RNG take 2 picks, and LWX grabbing that final kill as he takes down his former organization. The inhibs are already gone. This is just a case of walking it in now.
Welcome to late split LPL. We always have upsets, former teams beating each other. And Milky Way, one last shot.
Nice try, CC lands, but there's just no damage unless Dogdom can perform some kind of miracle. But Breathe runs him down. He's the better AD carry, and he doesn't even play the role. 5 members still strong from RNG as LWX just walks under the tower to take down the FPX superstar Milky Way. That is going to be game. That is going to be the series, and that is RNG finding the upset and LWX taking down his former home.
Hands up, who predicted this one? Because this one came out of nowhere.